Vishwanath temple, which is what is supposed to be the holiest pilgrimage site for Hindus. I've been there. There were guards, heavily guarded. This was in 2011, heavily guarded area, and then you're directed. The Hindus go in a line there, at least in those days, back in 10 years ago, and then you're directed away from the temple because I didn't know. I had no idea that there was a mosque over there. And the temple is not where the temple is actually supposed to be, because the deity is placed away from where he was originally located. And then there is a mosque right there where the azan used to be read out.
Yeah, Abhijit and I were having a chat unofficially on WhatsApp में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे. I think Abhijit used the perfect line, not an inch. Not an inch. इसमें तो नहीं देंगे. एक inch नहीं देंगे.
एक inch भी नहीं देना. And mind you, we're atheists here. Okay, well, I won't use the word atheist because that has a certain Western connotation to it. But we're Hindu Nastics, which is it's a kind of non-offensive. It isn't perpetually angry and opposing. It's not proselytizing atheism in that sense, right? It's a self-confident atheism where you don't need to put it on display. But I am very clear on this. कि अयोध्या तो बस झांकी है, काशी मथुरा बाकी है. Okay, not 1 inch. Okay, now remember, there is something particularly irritating about all of this is that with Ayodhya you were always told, where is the proof, where is the proof, where is the proof. Here you have bucket loads of proof. I mean, you don't even need the proof because it's right there in front of you.
Correct, exactly.
And suddenly it is that history must not be used to oppress.
Now the narrative changes. Correct.
Now the narrative changes completely.
Yeah.
Right. So it's constant goalpost shifting out there. Now, there is this thing, there is this rumor based on what Vivekananda and people said that Jagannath Puri temple was somehow Buddhist or Shabarimala was Buddhist.
Yeah.
Now, remember Vivekananda's statement and the statements regarding the Kerala government, actually, the communist government actually said it was a Buddhist structure before it became Shabarimala proper. These are all based on suppositions by certain scholars of their times. Okay, but I have no issue. If you want to dig and find that there is something under that, go ahead, dig, and I support that.
Correct.
My issue is what is sacred to you right now. So, for example, why I oppose the demolition or shifting of the Qutub Minar is you have no memory of those 24 Jain temples out there. You have no memory of, you have no emotional attachment to it. It's just that you found statues which you all know they were broken to make it, and therefore you want to break it down. Sorry, that doesn't work. Okay. Whereas in the case of Ayodhya, Mathura, and Kashi, there is still that memory, there is that historical attachment to it.
Correct.
In the case of Marthand, also there is that historical attachment. Of course, Marthand is a completely different case. But in these three cases, there is that historical attachment. There is that knowledge that this was yours. There is that veneration of it. And there is that continued worship of it, which is why these three are in a completely different category. Now, if you say that this needs to be expanded to every other this thing, just because a statue is found there, that is not the argument being made. Now, you tell me, where is the culture of veneration of Shabarimala or something around or within Shabarimala or Jagannath Puri currently amongst Buddhists? There is none. So, it's kind of, it's a non-issue, but they're very good at, fudging the lines and coming up with false equivalences to muddy the waters.
But the Places of Worship Act, now that's
so I just have to add something. I love the fact that the left is doing this. Now let us extend this logic and talk about all 40,000 structures. ठीक है, सारे खोल दो, चलो सारे खड्डे खोदो, सारे निकालो, ठीक है, जिसका हुआ उसको वापस दे दो, कुछ बचेगा ही नहीं इस देश में. कुछ बचेगा नहीं। मैं ये तो गोवा में कुछ बचने वाला है? आपको लगता है गोवा में चर्चों ने नहीं ये काम किया हुआ है? आपको लगता है पोर्तुगीजों ने नहीं काम किए हुए? आपको मतलब देखो ऐसा है ना कि द लेफ्ट बाय डूइंग दिस, वो बोलता है ना कि वो कौन सा वो घटिया सा जोक था, अपनी कब्र क्यों खोद रहा है गालिब, ला फावड़ा मुझे दे मैं खोदता हूँ काइंड ऑफ थिंग। वो लोग अपनी कब्र खुद ही खोदने वाले हैं, हम नहीं उनके लिए फावड़ा देंगे, उनको खोदने दो अपनी कब्र। द मोमेंट दे गिव दिस आर्ग्यूमेंट आई से ओके, dig everything, but then each and every claim, we can start with Sitaram Goel's work and Arun Shori's work of Hindu temples, what happened to them. There are 2 volumes, and then we extend it to every single site in India. सबको खोदो, बड़ा मजा आएगा।
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.